Woo-wee, yabba dabba doo. Hey folks, we're going to get straight into the week segment. Pretty much this is my second take recorded. Somebody called me. Actually, this is my third take, but we'll get to that later. Pretty much I did comedy twice this week. I had on stage twice, and I had something going on tonight, but we'll talk about that later. So pretty much Monday I had my comedy open mic over at Wheaties. It got postponed a week thanks to the fucking stupid Philadelphia Eagles who won. So pretty much the last turnout, you guys don't remember, last month I was lucky. I got this college kid came in and brought 15 of his friends. The place was packed. I had 10 comedians. It was a great turnout. Well, this time, not so much. Only had 4 comedians and 1 audience member. It was dead as my wiener. Pretty much... I had a Diet Coke, and then I got a beer, just one, and then I got a BLT, and the BLT was smaller than my wiener as well. It was like half of a sandwich, but anyways. So only 4 comics came out. The show was over around 8:45. You guys saw I put up some shorts. Pretty much all 3 of them got 1,000 views, over 1,000 views, on 3 different YouTube channels, which is pretty cool. One of them's got 2,000, and that's cool. And I did, after the show, I was like, let's do a podcast. Because I got this big room to myself. So I started interviewing comedians. I did 4 interviews. I was going to put them up all together. It was like a 21-minute video. But I decided I'm going to put them up separately. Because no one's going to watch all that stuff anyways. So I'll make some bonus episodes out of them. So pretty much that was that. I put up 1 this week. And the next 3 Wednesdays, you guys are going to be seeing the rest of them. And I was out of there by 9:30, and I was hungry, so I got me 2 double cheeseburgers. I was going to at McDonald's, and then I decided, you know what? I spent enough money tonight. I'm going home. I'll just snack on something. But I was really tempted because that BLT did nothing for me. It was like a snack, but that was that. So that was Monday night. Tuesday and Thursday, I went to the gym and got my Chipotle bowl. Who gives a shit? All right, but it's still cool. I baked that out the way early. And then Wednesday night, Dan Wolf called me and said, hey, I'm going to the Royal, and Tony's going. So I was like, all right, I'll go too. So the 3 amigos went to the Royal, not together, of course. And I did stop at Wawa, got me a turkey and bacon wrap with a bag of chips. They do a lot of outside food, as long as you don't, as long as you buy a drink, they don't give a shit. So I get there, I grab a number on the table, and Tony and Dan came in, they grabbed a number, and it was pretty dead there. It was also a low turnout. They usually get anywhere between 15 to 20 acts. They only had about 11 or 12, if you count the host. So first they called Tony's number, then they called my number, and then they called Dan's number, then they called my number. So I went on second, Dan went on third, and Tony went on first. That's never happened before. All 3 comics went on in a row, and we really didn't get much laughs. I would say we kind of bombed. The musicians really didn't laugh at the jokes. They were just tuning their guitars. They didn't want to hear it really, but we had a good time. We joked around with each other, and that's that. Fun stuff, man. I stayed till like 9:30, and then I was like, you know what, I'm leaving, because some of the bands at the end didn't really give us any kind of support, so fuck them. Why should I support them? So that was pretty much Wednesday night. Got on stage twice, and then Thursday I was going to go to this open mic called Crave in Jersey. Tony was like, I'm going to open mics tomorrow because I want to practice. I have a show on Saturday, which I was supposed to go to tonight, and I was like, yeah, there's an open mic in Jersey, so all right, maybe I'll pick you up. And then he canceled, so I told the guy I can't make it, went to the gym instead. But I got on stage twice this week, and for me, that's good enough. Even though both sets weren't great or good at all, hardly nobody in the room. I did about 6.5 minutes at the Royal, and Monday I got the host. So there you go. Got some podcast footage. What else can you ask for, folks? So Friday, last night, I went to Parks Casino with Marco, the buffet guy, and Manny, who I met at the... I met him doing a pickup artist meeting a long time ago. And pretty much I got there early. So I went to Chipotle first. Hey, Chipotle 2 days in a row. And And then pretty much I went to the penny slot machines, and I started playing there. I only spent $2 the whole night, and I have a 50-cent voucher. So I only lost $1.50, which isn't bad. Marco and Manny went to the blackjack table. I think Marco lost $60, and Manny, he broke even with 40, and they were there for a while. They were there for like almost an hour. So I was watching them. Then pretty much, they already ate, and I already ate. So we were only there for about an hour, and that was it. And then when I was driving back home, I got really hungry. This is how fat I am. I said, I'm going to go to McDonald's, and I'm going to get me 2 McDoubles. So I get me 2 McDoubles, and the guy at the drive-thru says, hey, they have buy one, get one free double cheeseburger. I said, all right, I'll take that. I don't know the difference between a McDouble and a cheeseburger. I think it's, the difference is that they put extra cheese on the double cheeseburger, and the bun's bigger, something like that. I don't know. So anyways, I got 2 double cheeseburgers and 2 apple pies, and I didn't get nothing to drink with it, because I already had Coke Zero at Chipotle. And I ate it while I was driving. That's right, folks. I was driving with one hand on the wheel, eating a burger, and then eating a pie, then eating a burger, and eating another pie. Safe driving down Frankfurt Avenue. Allegedly. So that was pretty much, I got home like around, 10:30, 10:45 or something like that, 10:30ish, I guess, last night. And then tonight, the plan was to go to a comedy show. You guys know I try not to support other comedians because I'm bitter, and I don't go to comedy shows. And plus, most comedians don't really appreciate it. They respect people who do nothing for them. Comedians who do nothing for them, they'll like their posts and suck their wiener. But then the people who go to their shows, it's like to get mad at you. So I really didn't want to go, but I was like, all right, I agreed to go already early this week. So the plan was to meet at Dan Wolf's place, who was 10 minutes from me. And we're going to take the train, and it's only a 5-minute walk from the Center City stop. But pretty much there was a miscommunication. There was 2 shows, an early show and a late show. The early show's at 7:30, the late show's at 9:30. So we wanted to go to the early show, and he said, sorry, I only got you tickets for the late show. And we were like, what the hell? We're going to get home late. We're 2 old men, even though he's 74 and I'm 39. I feel like I'm 74. So I was just getting ready to record this podcast. I recorded the first take. I recorded the whole thing on my voice recorder, which I record on now. And all of a sudden, the file wouldn't save. It was an error message, right? Then I start recording the podcast again on my phone. I'm halfway through it, and then Tony calls me. He's the guy who's on the show. So I pick up, I go, hey, what's up? He goes, hey, sorry, man, there's a miscommunication. I got you tickets for the early show, apparently. And I went, He goes, yeah, it's supposed to start right now. And I went, he goes, look, if you want to come down, he goes, I probably can't get you any seats, but you can stand in the back. And I was like, okay. I was like, well, I'll let you know what I'm going to do. So I called Dan Wolf, and he doesn't answer his phone. So finally I text him, and I go, call me. And he calls me like 15 minutes later. I told him what happened. He goes, I'm not going to do that. He goes, I'm too old. I'm not going to stand in the back. Sorry, I'm not going. So I said, all right, I understand. At first I was going to go because I felt bad. Then I realized, even though I brought my concoction tonight, my vodka, my Amsterdam, and my vitamin water, I don't want to stand in the back either, because fucking I got anxiety, and it's going to be crowded, and all these people around me, and, and then as soon as I watch him, I end up leaving, and then I got to risk parking my car at the train station. It's like a whole thing. So I was like, yeah. So I texted him and said, sorry, man, I hope you kill it tonight, but I can't make it. I'm really sorry. Have a great time. Blah, blah. That's that. So I was at the Target near my house. I'm at the further Target where I usually go to. I'm going to drink my concoction after recording this, and I don't know where to go. I don't know if I should go to Chicken and Pete's or Taco Bell or Wawa. We'll talk about it when we come back with the aftermath. But that's it for right now. All right? So you stay put there, you jerks. All right, so the aftermath, pretty much. I sat in the parking lot for about an hour. I went live on TikTok. I had Target Wi-Fi, so I went live on TikTok for about 20, 30 minutes. I think a few people watched, only for a few seconds left because I'm fat and ugly. And then I went inside Target, took a big stinky pee. I went to Chicky and Pete's. I got a large pizza, a traditional pizza, and a Diet Pepsi. I had the pineapple head white guy. He was a little bit better tonight than he usually was. Probably because the place was more dead. And it was 16-something. I gave him a 20. And it's about 10:45 right now, and I just got home. So that's it for the excited week. Wow, what a week. Tony just texted me. He said he had 2 great sets. I felt bad I couldn't be there for him, but I'm glad he did well. And folks, it's time to get to your least favorite segment. It's time to get to the odd news. Here comes the odd news, Negroes. We cloned Gmail, except you're logged in as Epstein. You see his emails is the most impressively cursed tech project of the year. 2 North Texas men indicted in alleged plot to invade Haitian island killed all men, enslaved women and children. Cryptographers held an election. They can't decide the vote. Shocked U.S. driver calls 911. I just had a bald eagle drop a cat through my windshield. Yeah, well, let's see him claw himself out of that one. Well, that wasn't good. Man accused of flashing genitals to drivers or interstate, said he needed excitement in his life, he told the deputies. Well, the obvious joke is to say, that guy sounds nuts, but I can't believe he had the balls to do that. That's another obvious joke. This guy, okay, yeah, so we'll figure that one out. White House insists Trump wasn't calling for the execution of Elon Musk. Grok does haywire boost about billionaires' pee drinking skills and blowjob pop prowess. Police officer called to abandoned dog finds toy reindeer. I guess, I don't know. I don't have a joke for it. Eagle drops cat. Okay, we just read that. Sales of AI-enabled teddy bears suspended after game advice on BDSM sex and where to find knives. Now that bear sounds all tied up. Murderer sues the right to eat Vegemite in Australian prison. You're impaired. Florida man caught driving on the incoming traffic highway. Well, that's scary. I guess he's in the wrong way of that one. Superweb reveals the suspended concert party life. DoorDash driver faced a felony charge after allegedly recording and posted video of partially naked man. 10-year-old drives himself home from elementary school after a fight with his mom. His dad got arrested. I guess that kid was driving in the right direction. It's just not as bad as last joke, same thing. Ontario man alleges ChatGPT to drive him to psychosis. Person with gunshot wound arrives at a Madison Taco Bell, expected to survive. I forgot Taco Bell's slogan. Store owner regrets slave contacts with Japanese. So far, no good jokes, folks. Not even one decent one. Well, you can't always win. Let's see. I think there's one more news site we can check out. Florida 8-year-old stabs his grandmother, Serpil Adams, the same mom from a knife attack. U.S. judge resigns after being disciplined for wearing an Elvis wig in court. He was all shook up. Now, that was okay. 2 men planted to a woman rushed to pick up pizza, arrested for driving. Okay, I read that last time. She drove 170 miles per hour to pick up a pizza at Little Caesars. Little Caesars, beep beep, something like that. Deputies at Alabama man arrested for shooting his neighbor in an argument over hot showers water. So I guess they got themselves into a really heated argument. That was alright. I think that's it, folks. Alright, so that's the end of this god-awful podcast. I'll see you folks on the next one. You just listened to, and we're out of here. Go freak yourself, Cuffy.